Hey y'all, March 1st. March 1st, we got, we're doing more battery testing. We get the antifreeze in. Ben, we got our little fender on there. I hope that's appropriate. I think we got her pretty much covered. Got our rubbers in and wired everything up. Really, the only thing we have left to do here is get us a vent of some kind on the gearbox. And of course, our vent valve coming to roll over, safety valve coming for the tank is on order. They haven't said they've shipped it yet, but we're not going to put any gas in here until we get to the track anyway. We'll disconnect the inlet, the hose that feeds the pump, right? And we'll just run it into a gas can. We got our return shut off, so only this bit of stuff will be exposed to the fuel anyway, so no big deal. Didn't start it today. Rich didn't come over. I told him I wasn't really ready for him yet, you know. Tomorrow I got a little bit of running around to do. I think I want to, the more I look at this, the more I want to add another 1/4 inch plate, which means right at the end, I'm gonna need a little longer bolts. So while I'm out getting longer bolts, I may as well get new casters for this thing. These just don't move very good. They get like stuck, you know. They just don't. See, look at this one here, it's stuck. And you get a bunch of weight on this, it's just going to get worse, you know. Or maybe it gets better. I don't know. I don't think anything's going to get better. So I think we'll take a look at casters too. Of course, we need to get our base broadened out a little bit, you know, because seat and steering wheel and everything in the cart's going to be way out here, you know, when you get it up on here. So I'm hoping with the 5/8 round stock with a piece of flat metal, like a washer type thing welded at the end, I'm hoping to be able to get this thing stood up on its rear end and then lean this in and get those hooked into here, and then just pull the cart right up onto the stand. I don't know. It's more than likely not going to be a one-man job. Again, it's just for storage, you know, to get it out of the way. We may not even go this far. We may get Bray's cart out and get his set up and get his on there. And then just get this stuff moved over, because a bunch of that stuff back there, I've already started back there with boxing things up. You see I cleaned the table off, put tools back, vacuumed everything. We're going to get this table broke down, because we're going to need to this whole place is just going to be filled with a lot of the stuff from back there. The stuff that can't be moved, like that rickety wooden bench that was in the garage when we moved in. We'll just get it away from the wall enough to where we can go get around it and paint the wall. Some like the big paint cabinet back there and fiberglass cabinet, that's going to stay back there. So we just need to get it away from the wall so we can get things painted up, and then we can start. You know, a bunch of the cabinets are going to come out here because they're going to go on the walls out here. I still want to build me an L-shaped bench here with a nice clear gloss top on it, you know. Be able to put stuff underneath, stuff on the walls yet. We've got we got automobile stuff, yard stuff, you know, trimmer line and stuff for the weed whackers. And I suppose I could put a cabinet back there, but I'm going to try to give the wife an area of her own. But again, you know, I'm going to have my paint cabinet back there. My fiberglass material will be back there. I won't do anything back there. I'll do it out the back door when the weather is nice. But, yeah, we won't be doing that kind of stuff when it's cold in the winter, because we don't want the mess inside the building. That's all there is to it. So, yeah, just trying to kind of make plans and get things put away. I got all these mock-up hardware. Some of this stuff is new, but some of it is used, old. It's not junk. When you mock up, when you've got to put something, take something on and off, on and off, on and off, you don't want to use a brand new nylock every time, you know, so you just, you know, I keep this stuff for building, for mocking up. I got other carts. all this crap over here. It's all junk. You know, some of it's new, but mostly it's just a bunch of, oh, hey, look at that. You haven't seen one of those in a while, have you? Yeah, this was the chain breaker. I know I'm getting off topic here. Look, it's even got a punch in it for the chain. It's not the one that came in it. The Haggers would actually give you a little punch in here. I had this thing machined out for 428 chain. It was, you know, regular go-kart chain from back in the day, but I figured, hey, why let it go to waste, right? So I'm going to start working on getting all this stuff put away, you know, spacers and stuff that we could use. That's for the CIK stuff. We'll load it into these nut bolt things, man, because we've already got stuff separated into English and metric, so we may as well just continue with that, you know. We'll get this stuff picked up because we're going to, like I said, it's going to be packed up tight in here for a while, leading right up to April to go into Grattan. And yeah, I want it while we're battery testing and doing our thing. I want to be able to get this place painted, get her a shelf like this built here, back here, and get all of her stuff that's up here up on her shelf. Rich has some L-shaped bench top stuff. We may take him up on that. We may just use some of what we got and just build her something and make cabinet doors. She can put junk underneath, junk up on the shelf. I mean, that shelf is going to go probably from, you know, that's pretty deep, maybe too deep for her. Yeah, maybe not all the way over here, but we'll see. We'll see how comfortable we feel. At least 4 foot would be nice. That way we can put full sheets of plywood up there. More than enough room to get her totes and stuff up there. And then, you know, my stuff will be over here. We're going to get rid of a lot of this stuff is brought over from Roseville. Your mother-in-law asked me just last week when I was over there picking up the kids to go toboggan. Remember we went sledding? I picked up some stuff when I dropped them off, and she said, you know, when do you think you're gonna get the rest of this stuff? I said, I don't plan on taking the rest of it until she's moving out, and it has to go. And I said, then it's gonna go from the garage out to the curb. I'm not gonna take the garbage out there right now. She's got plenty of room in there. She's got Brooklyn and Braden's mom and dad putting all their junk in that garage over there. So thank goodness we got out of there when we did. But we've got shelves, cabinets with the little closet on it. We got these two big cabinets. All this stuff will stay back here, but it's going to be arranged in a much more proper, precise way. You know, we're going to put our racing fuel probably in a cabinet. We may even put it out here when we build our L-shaped bench, and so we could put it underneath. We want our propane bottles underneath. You know, we want this. We want everything to have a place and everything to be in its place, right? You know what I mean? So it's a work in progress. It's probably never going to end. I'll never get it done. I'm a one-man gang. I like it that way, though. I really do, because that way I don't have to argue with somebody about what I want. I know what I want, and I want it done my way, and the only way to get that done without any hassle is to do it myself. So, running batteries. We got the plumber, Sherry's girlfriend's from work. Her boyfriend is in there working on, that's probably what they're doing, testing stuff. He's putting a sink fixture in, and a new fixture on her shower. And when I went up there to check on him, he had a little miniature handsaw, and he was cutting the handles off. They're so botched up from the well water that used to run through here. Just all kinds of like calcium deposits that couldn't break them loose. So he had to cut them. I said, dude, better you than me. I'm back outside, out in the china shop. Hang in there, y'all. It'll get better. We're running. This is battery number 1, but it's the second one today. Bunch of interesting stuff here. We'll bring you some more when we know more. But the first time out, with the charge that was in them when we got it, about 15.1 volts. It's a 14.8 battery. fully charged, they're 16.6, 16.8. Each cell should be 4.2 is what I told you, right? So battery number 2, which is back on the charger for its second recharge, it went an hour and a half. And it only went 45 minutes yesterday. 45 minutes, battery number 2 ran, about 48 minutes. At the 48-minute mark, it had 12.8 volts in it, under load. I'm checking them again with these. While it's running, under load, we can tell what kind of juice is in the battery. So if we can get an hour and a half out of these batteries of good quality runtime, we shut it off in an hour and a half and it's still running full bore. That's pretty good, because it's taken about an hour and 15 minutes, 77 minutes at 2 amps to charge these batteries back up. We don't want to come in and especially if you're at a race event, which we may or may not do. When it's your turn to practice, cart's got to be ready to go. You can't be waiting on a battery to finish charging. So that's what we're working on. We're going to run them again. They said cycle them 3 times through the discharge and then charging again, and they're getting better. They got better just after 1 charge. So fingers crossed. We're going to hopefully get this stuff squared away and straightened up, and we'll check it again. We'll bring you some more. Talk to you soon, folks. Hang in there, it'll get better.